And if I'm streaming on the wrong thing, I'm sorry, but we will soon find out. Hello, everyone. Chat room, can you hear us? Hi, everybody. Can you hear us? Yes, we hear you. Okay. Zort, you frickin' champion. Thank you, Zorts. That's beautiful. He is. Zorts does. Come over here. You can have holidays with me. I'm still on holidays. Okay. They're not that scary. Ew. Ew. That's not good. Alright, okay. I think, have we got everything? I can't hear me second, or is that you, Nisey, getting ready to listen? Okay. Alright, let's do this. Let me, actually, hang on. Let me just check. Chat room, can you hear this?
I like to eat my prey.
Can't hear Nisey. Why can we not hear Nisey? Faintly. You heard that. So why can we not hear Nisey? Hang on, now we've got audio issues. Alright, okay, can I get both of you? Nisey? I'm super low. Okay. Alright, try nothing from Nisey. Why can we not hear Nisey?
Testing,
I'm gonna
testing.
be a problem tonight.
Try now. Nothing from Nisey?
Sound test? Still nobody can hear me? Really?
Okay.
Nothing?
So
My
yeah.
puns are gold.
Now
Is
yes. Okay, hear both.
I'll get a reaction.
Okay. So yeah, we can hear that. All right, hang on. I'm just gonna change something. Okay, try again. Maybe I just had it down too low. Okay, can I get both of you to say something? Okay, can you still hear them? Nothing. Okay. All right, so it's the... For some reason... Okay. It's... all right, I fixed that. Jeez, I tell ya. You should be right. I should have yous now. We should be okay.
One last sound check.
Double check. All right, but you can hear... Hang on. We did a moment ago. Yep, you should be able... And you can
Coffee
hear...
is my blood.
That. Nisey, yes. Oh, we'll see. And let's try...
One more, please.
That stone. Like that. Alright. Got it. Okay, coffee, yes. Okay. Alright, guys, let's... Azzy... Oh, Stir wants to hear you, Azzy. Azzy is here.
As he was here.
Azzy was here.
Azzy!
We lost Azzy!
No!
It's okay, he hasn't said anything. It still shows he's online. So, yeah, he hasn't said anything. He's not talking. Did his net drop?
Did he run out of data?
Maybe he went to get a drink.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. Anyway, we're gonna be a bit late. Looks, yeah, it is. It is what it is. And thank you, Chris, for the bits too. Sorts and Chris, thank you guys. You guys are fantastic. This is just like when his tune goes over a cliff. I'm here and talking.
Sure.
Azzy, I can't hear you, sweetie. At all. Did you mute yourself? No. No, can't hear you. Shots fired. Yeah. Definitely.
He said he's talking, but I don't hear him.
Don't hear you at all. Did you press a mute button? I can't see mute on Discord, so going by that. Okay, I don't know. He says he's... don't know where it is. Do you want to drop and rejoin?
Might be an idea.
And if that's the case, then... why am I getting a text at 9 AM in the morning from my thingo? Go away. Go away. I don't need a text. Thank you. Thank you. Don't need to know. And put that down there. As he still can't hear you. He was right here.
I don't know. Does he need, like, did he accidentally tap the mute? I don't know how it's set up on Discord. I don't know how close it is to
He's got headphones muted.
the buttons on his phone.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Is he? Still can't hear you. Maybe Twitch banned puns. Oster says he was hoping he'd hear some good old Aussie cursing. Nothing. Stir's disappointed.
He's having a bit of a net issue.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Alright, hang on.
Looks like he...
Let's try it now. I see. Can't hear you. Still can't hear you.
He had to have hit the mute button then.
No, well, it's not showing him as being muted, so I don't know. Hang on, he's typing. Reconnecting, okay. And I can't swap scenes, otherwise it'll throw out the whole video. So yeah, fun and games, people, fun and games. The joys of live streaming stuffs. Trying to reconnect.
It wouldn't be, you know, a stream unless something went wrong, though.
Yep. Absolutely. I don't know. I still can't hear you. This never happens when Zortz is on the show. Nice. So many shots fired.
Like, you don't have him muted on your end, right?
Nope.
Like, through voice meter or nothing?
Nope.
It's gotta be me. I'm, like, jinxing everything.
No, because voice meter had the, because they couldn't hear you. But I can't, like, if it was an issue from, we could hear him, but the chat room couldn't, then that would be me. But we both can't hear Azzy at all, so it's something else. But as to what that something else is, I don't know. So still not working, Azzy? Like, he was right there. He was literally right there. It was all working. And
Yeah, he was talking to us just fine.
yeah. So I don't know why it's not
Maybe you
doing
need
it.
to re-invite. Oh, there was
No.
something.
Well, he's back in, but I still can't hear him. So I don't know. I might change that to Sydney. Just bear with.
Hello?
Whoa!
Yay!
Hello.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know either.
Don't know. Don't know. It's all good. The main thing is we've got you. Hang on. I'm just going.
Don't move, don't touch anything.
Don't touch a thing, but I need to get your volume down just a fraction. Okay.
Oh, hang on, I'll just...
No. All good. It's okay. I'll
Don't
do
touch
it.
it.
Don't touch it. Don't touch a thing. All right. There we go. Okay. Can everyone hear Azzy? Say something, Azzy.
Coffee is my blood.
Thank you. All right. I think everyone says that they can hear you. So, Azzy, yes. Okay. All right. Let's do this, people. It is time. It is time. So, let's do it. All right. Going now.
Iron Man. Bloodthirsty. Pacifist. You're listening to the WoW Challenges podcast, the home of the Iron Man Challenge. And here are your hosts, Stone and Leeta.
Hello, and welcome to the WoW Challenges podcast. This is episode 179. Today is Saturday, August 17th, 2019. Well, technically it's Sunday, because us Aussies outweigh everyone else that's on this show. So it's Saturday for some people, it's Sunday for others. So, yes. So, welcome to time zones. Yay. I am your host, Leeta, and joining me this week, that way, is Nisey. Hey, Nisey, how are you?
Hello. I'm okay. I'm here.
Excellent. Yay! Excellent. All right. And this week we have got Azzy's here. There's Azzy down there. Hey, Azzy, how are ya?
Yo, I'm here, despite the best efforts of Telstra.
Well, that is true. Your net has not been very favourable. What, the last couple of days?
Since Thursday night, I'm running through my phone. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm a little bit grumpy. But
I was going to
it's good
say.
to be here. And to cheer things up, I've got an early joke. If that's
Okay.
a pun. Is
Okay.
that all right?
All right. Set the tone. Set the tone. Here we go. All right. I'm listening.
What do you call a rooster staring at a pile of lettuce?
Don't know.
A
No.
chicken Caesar salad. Chicken Caesar salad. Gold.
Oh,
You can
okay.
either go one of two ways. It either go down or go up. So,
Well, yeah, it's a cutesy. I honestly I think that you've had you have had better, you have had worse. I will say that. So
I don't feel I have the support of the podcast, but that's all right. Yeah.
Well, the chat room's a bit like, there's a lull, fair lull. So
The chat room was a rabble. The chat room wouldn't know a good joke if it fell on them. That's all I'll say. But
Wow, sure.
Sturs throwing you some real nice love.
and thanks for being on the show. I'll go in here. Stage right. No, it's yeah. I can't say anything further. But yeah, look, good to be here. It's been a little while.
It has been a little while, so thank you for coming to have a chat with us. We do appreciate it. So what have you been up to since the last time we spoke to you? Tell us all
Well,
the things.
just been plugging away,
Mhm.
on my Iron Hunter. Going off, the Excel sheet of death we've been doing, I've been keeping a fairly detailed list of how I've been dying, as opposed to last year,
Mhm.
and a lot less. I think it's mean I haven't had a DC this year. Like, you won't even recall,
Wow.
I had 15 last year, but I
Yeah.
haven't had a DC since they fixed my net, so that's good. But having said that, the DCs have been slowly replaced by stupid deaths in that one-off things. Like
Okay.
last died at 49, where there was a bug I couldn't get off my sea turtle and got ruffle stomped by pirates and wetlands, and
Oh.
I got
Oh, that's right.
I got shot on from a great height by a dragon in Grizzly Hills. That
Oh.
one shot me because of the squish.
Yep.
Uh, Fell off the tower in Fellwood. That you had to fight the guy in the tower. I fell off,
Yeah.
and
Man.
and in Grizzly Hills, where there's humongous, those elite trees, one of them decided to just spawn on my head, and that was all she
Oh.
cried. So
Mm.
it's just been this one-off stupid things, and sometimes I get a bit blasé about my leveling, but 1 to 60 is a bit, not, I wouldn't say boring, but 1 to 60 I don't find too much trouble.
Mm.
So yeah, so that's not too bad. I, since I got BFA flying, since I got that, I've like a renewed interest in my main
Mhm.
and my alts. So whereas before I would log into my mine and go off, now I jump in my main and do the um, the dailies and doing bits and pieces, and
Mm.
I'm actually enjoying that because she's fairly powerful, because I'm raiding.
Yeah.
Um, and I've played a lot, and I've been neglecting it probably through Legion. And actually, I was looking out for this show, and I did a slash play that, and Asylum, my shamans slash played 416 days slash played.
Mhm.
So and then have you got? I don't know if you add on Alcoholic.
Mm.
Across all my turns, it's 860 hours slash played.
Mhm.
Not including irons. Got one of my alts 120
Mhm.
and leveling up the
Nice.
professions.
Yep.
And I'm enjoying my pally and my druid. I like miners and herbers. So I used to go around the day, and on Sunday go around and do laps and pick iron and mine ore. And I've been doing that a little bit too.
Practicing for your pacifist comeback. I see.
Yeah, yes, that's correct.
Nice.
But yeah, so basically, yeah, just irons and a little bit. I've been getting my mains a bit more and been raiding, and starting to get back my iron now because you get the grind, and after a while going, yeah, you have enough. But yeah, mainly the irons.
Mhm.
So you're focused on your irons, or you have anything else that you're working on there? Any specific classes, race?
No, only iron's the only true competition. Iron Man, nothing else. Um, silence. What do you? Um, shots
Yep.
fired.
That was shots fired, or reel them all in. Wait for the chat room. Wait for the chat room responses. Okay.
And what's with working man? I mean, really, what's with working man? Okay, I said, did I say it that loud? Oh, I'm sorry. I better go. And thanks for being here. I'll go now. See, I could feel the burn in the back of my neck from Nisey and just Hunter.
Mhm.
Various races. I sort of changed up a bit. I don't
Mm.
always go for night elf because I'm sick of the starting zone. So I might, human or panda or such like. So I swap it around.
Mhm.
I started after my last death. I got jack of it and spat the dummy a bit and sort of went, I'll just do something different. A green pally,
Mhm.
which is 34 at the moment,
Okay.
and not too bad. A little bit, I find green a little bit overkill. It makes it a little bit more powerful, but it was
Mhm.
something different than a hunter, and I was enjoying it, and then got back into my hunter.
Yeah.
I do have a pacifist at 33.
Whoa.
What? 33?
What's this?
Amazing.
Well, don't get too, well. I reckon 90% of it, I'm just doing it. I jump in and do the dailies in Stormwind, and occasionally get to Darkmoon Fair and maybe go around Elven Forest. I haven't sort of spent hours on it, so I might try and do it during the next few weeks or months. Yeah. We have Stir and Taco. We do have a team going, but that's sort of haven't been played that for a while. Target's been busy or whatever. So that's 27. Leroy Jenkins in the Drop Bear Society.
Well, I think they've got you guys got a bit of catching up to do with some of the others. So I think maybe you need to hop to it.
We're awesome. It wouldn't take long to catch up. It's just got to make the time.
Of course, yeah. You'll make it up.
Still in the Rogue, and what was Taco playing? I can't remember. Me and my Hunter. Things die pretty quickly. So basically, mainly. So I've got back into my Hunter at the moment. So she's 50, just hit 52.
Okay.
Yeah. So I haven't got a Bloodthirsty. I've made one. And that's about it.
What?
And then I delete it. Level 1. I was going to make. If I do it, I'll do a pen because they're arrested. Get quick arrested.
Yeah.
So I've made level 1. I'll never get around to doing it. Maybe.
Well, it's not a flat out no. So that's
true.
That's
focus.
That's something.
Focus, Azzy. Focus.
Focus, Azzy. Yeah. Well, I think you're a lot more focused than some of us. So I don't have too much of an issue with that because you're playing a hunter, a green, and kind of a passy. So
Yeah,
3? Nisey, how many are we each running? Like seriously, you're running 8?
Well.
10?
Maybe
10?
Maybe more than that, I don't know.
I'm sitting on currently 8 that I'm 9 that I'm trying to do every week.
Are we talking like actively running or that exist?
No, if we talk exist, I probably have got far too many I don't want to talk about.
If we're talking actively running, 5 to 6 bloods, currently 2 irons if you count the contest. I do have a pacifist floating, so maybe around 10.
Yeah. So I think Azzy, three's
it's not bad.
It's okay. It's all right. So focus. You're focusing well, which is
Almost
good.
tempted to do I want to try and do a shaman as well, maybe down the track. Because my main's a shaman. I enjoy enhancement, but most people level with resto. So, yeah.
As iron or try it as a green?
I'm not sure. I'd like to do an iron, but they're a bit squishy as enhancement.
Well,
until you get to 66.
If you did it as a green, but you only put on like bare, maybe you could say, okay, I'll just wear a chest piece, and just put on like 1 green. And just say I won't have anything else. So that'd make it maybe a little bit more interesting than iron, maybe.
No, we'll have a think about it. But at the moment, I'm thinking I want to. Because I'm getting back in my iron, my hunter, and I'm getting some momentum. So.
When did you start? The hunter? That was only
like I said,
3 days.
I was saying how I've been distracted by my mains and everything. Probably couple of weeks ago. Normally, if I've been playing like my normal thing, I'd probably be at 70 at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, because you level very quickly. So
I'd be 60, 70 or something, at least 70, I reckon, if I'd been playing a normal amount of time on my iron. But I've spent a lot of the weekend on my mains.
Yeah.
Doing stuff. So yeah, it's been a bit slow. It's actually been good. I've been sort of, doing other stuff, then come back on and I'll go do something else, which is something different I haven't been doing. So cross fingers, there might be a better formula.
Yeah. Okay. So what goals have you got? So we're already halfway through August. We've got, we've got what, not even 5 months left of this year. What is your challenge goals for just at least for the rest of this year?
Oh, probably two, just max level and minimal deaths.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. I don't want to keep it low as possible, but probably just get to 120. I suppose that's the main goal anyway, isn't it? For me, I mean, getting like same with stir. It's like 1 to 60 is just it's not that difficult for me. No, you still can die rarely, but the main thing starts about 60 or 70. When you get to Northrend and Outland and Cataclysm, that's where the main game for me starts. So it's just a bit of a grind getting there. Wetlands again. But yeah, just 120 and
yeah. What's your have you noticed that your leveling path, has it been any different between like the iron and the green, or are you still running that same sort of path to that you've got that so inground in here that you know where you're going?
I've been refining, but basically, I sort of do depending on where what class I do. I'll try and do the human starting, Dunmoreau, and Terrastal, and then get to a certain stage, and I sometimes go to Blood Mist, and then do Duskwood and the Stranglethorn Vale, both ones, and then lock my darn, and then once I get to 40, it's sort of like a little bit all over the shop. It could be Badlands, maybe Fellwood or Winter Spring. I think after the stat squish, that's the basic formula to 40-50, and then it's all how I feel. But what I've noticed is with like I said, the stat squish, that if I don't like quests, if I just not that they're difficult, I just don't like doing them. I'll just leave it. And it's not a problem. I can go somewhere. I can do a bit of like start of Hinterlands before you do the damn troll ones, because that's a pain. Or do a couple in the Eastern Plague Legs, and just pick and choose. And not that these quests would be dangerous, just a pain. I don't enjoy doing them, so that's basically it, really. Till 40-50, and then I'll just play it by ear. And once I get to 60, it's one of my tactics when I get the Cataclysm is I normally do Vashir. I did it last time when I got to 100. I went to 80, from 82 to 90, just doing Vashir. And that's a big zone, and it wasn't too bad. I died last time to there in the water, but I might try it next time. So basically, that's it. I've streamlined to 1 to 60, and then avoid quests I don't like doing or dangerous. But yeah, I think that's the main goal, isn't it? 120.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much that is like, the end goal at the mecca for all of us is just trying to get there alive in one piece. So
it's a long journey.
Yes, it is a long journey. So you've been around doing these for a little bit of time, and
for a while,
you've kind of got some things figured out on what you probably shouldn't do and what you probably should do. So do you have any tips or tricks that would be useful for somebody starting
out? Well, most of the time, people who provide tips or previous guests is basically still valid. We all know, leave a path and be sure, don't play sleepy. So basically what I decided to go through just some hunter tips that I've made a bit of just a few months ago. I checked out the changes, and I didn't really before. And I know that I've mentioned that. I used to go get a turtle, and that was it. But now I found with the ferocity pets where you have leech, where you get a heal
Mm-hmm.
based on the damage you do. So as soon as I can, well, you start out like I'd say a human or a night elf. You start with a cat or a wolf.
Mm-hmm.
They're frosty, so they'll have leech.
Yep.
But like the cat'll have a gives them an extra dodge or something. Their ability, and the cat'll give them a slow.
Yep.
So, for example, in those murlocs in the cave in Arathi Highlands,
Yep.
I'll get a wolf out and that'll slow them. Things like that. Once I get to Stranglethorn, I'll get a gorilla because that's
Mm-hmm.
a ferocity pet,
Yep.
but it has a shell damage reduction like the turtle.
Oh.
So,
Yes.
and
Okay.
I know some people say, "Oh yeah, but he still gets ruffle stop." Well, yeah, these days hunters' pets are you get two on them,
Mm.
it's barely
The
manageable.
squishy.
Yeah, squishy. So I go a gorilla. That seems to be okay, and you'd be surprised with the heal. It's quite good. It can if you get a slight bit of damage, it'll heal you, and it'll heal pet. It doesn't necessarily will save it, but I found when I initially switched, because I was healing the pet so much, just the tanking pet, because nowadays, well, previously the tanking pet you gave you extra boost on healing and this on stamina, and all the tank pet does now is give you 5% extra HP and a damage reduction on you for a short period. It's not like
Mm.
it used to be, so that's why I've changed. And once I get to 65, I'll get the Spirit Bear in Grizzly Hills, where it's got Spirit Men, which that's a sort of a game changer because that like it's sort of 30-second cooldown, and it uh, once the pet gets below 50% or whatever,
Mm.
it'll heal itself like it's like for 1,000, like it'll bring it back to 100%. And if they're fairly healthy and you're low, it'll heal you.
Yeah.
A couple of times I've been low and I've said, where'd this big heal come from? So, and then
Nice.
I go with Spirit Beast. They're not. They're a tanking. That bear's a tanking pet, but with that heal, it sort of compensates.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
this what I do too. It's a bit difficult now to get bandages with the tailoring.
Mm.
But I used to have um, I have a macro where I have a target pet, whatever name it is, and use bandage
Mm-hmm.
and put that on my bar. So it's another men pet. So you just hit that, it'll target your pet and it'll bandage it.
Yep.
So that's saved my pet a few times.
Okay.
Um, but basically in that, and also like I think I mentioned last time I was on, like some levels are easy on lower levels. Like Blood Mist Isle is a lot easier at 10 or 15 than to 30 or 40 because some of the mobs take longer to kill and have an
Mm.
ability like a poison or something that might kill your pet or you. Especially around those blood elves near the core area, blood mist, they're pretty tightly
Yeah.
packed. But if you get them around 10 or 13, you can kill them pretty quickly. And basically, I think this is the main thing is just beware of the quest and what happens. That was more apparent when I did a priest
Mm-hmm.
for the thingo, and I did basically my main path, but then I thought I was in my back of my head, okay, as a priest, what problems does this quest give me? So
Mm-hmm.
to be aware of your class, what you're doing. As a hunter, I would have
Mm-hmm.
an issue. As a priest, yeah, you could probably still do it, but just don't try and not pull another mob.
Mm. And
So
that's
Mm.
sorry, I was just going to say, and that's probably the interesting thing for you that ever since I've known you, pretty much I'd say what 95% of the time you've played hunters. So if there's a hunter question, I can know that if I ask Azzy, like it's you play hunters. So for you to delve into, I know that you play your shaman for your main. So to delve into doing, the pally on the green, to do the priest for the contest, has there been a huge adjustment for the class when you play those different ones to what you're normally to?
Yeah, you can't get more than one on. I don't like casters. I like sort of melee. I know like hunter's not a melee, but I like pallies and enhancement shaman. But yeah, I think that's what got me. I got swamped by a couple of mobs. It's just you can't, especially not shadow meld. Okay, just be aware of the situation. Extra mobs, I think, the main thing, because you can kill it one-on-one. The disc increase is okay, but more than one. Hello, John.
Yeah, 2 or more it starts to get really iffy.
Cause I'll tell you about my work in WoW, about my priest, but yeah, basically that's similar. Whatever I saw that there's this constant, of advice that people give in that's probably standard. That's all everyone knows what they should be doing. But it's just a couple of things that made leveling interesting, not necessarily better, but just interesting about learning more about the pets and what heal does what, and as a hunter, be aware what your pet does. Each pet has a particular ability, and with Frosty, if you get to 65, you basically get hero with the pet, whatever it's called. So that really helps for Frosty. Yeah, you get hero. So yeah, there you go. That's my tips.
Excellent. All right. Well, tell us about how your week in WoW's going, because I want to know how how things have gone. So what have you been up to?
Well, I've got exalted with the gnomes and the fish people. So that's done. That wasn't too bad, actually. I did enjoy it. I don't like the Naga area. I needed to get flying. Also essences for my mains Heart of Azeroth. So I needed to get exalted to get next level of the essences. Just raiding and improving my mains gear. And I enjoy leveling. I started leveling my professions on my alts, just for something to do, something different. I'm getting, like I said, back into my iron. So probably last couple of days, which is lucky because with my net problems, it's actually playing better than when I was Telstra. So I don't know.
Which is hilarious.
And my priest. So I did poop on Twitter. I did poo that I would never do another contest unless Hunter.
Yep.
And we should have a hunt. And next time, include bloody hunters. Otherwise, I'm going on strike. All right.
Hunters, you can't make it too easy, Azzy. Can't make it too easy.
They're not easy now.
No,
Come on.
but,
it's racism. It's racism. Like.
No, we're trying to include everybody else. So what got your priest? I don't know if you said or if I missed it.
Don't deflect, Nisey. Don't deflect. All right. Well, I got to 28 on my priest. That
well
was
done.
Only on the Tuesday and the Wednesday after it started.
Nice.
And it was all good. And then I did in Duskwood. I did the catacombs.
Oh.
And that was good. No.
Okay.
No problem. So I came out up the stairs, hung a right, and all of a sudden 3 girls decided to ruffle stomp on me. So I went out and turned the corner to go down there where the bears are, down near the water, and then I got swamped by 2 or 3 ghouls.
Oh, yeah.
Which was really sad. That was only 2 or 3 days after, but I don't enjoy casting it. I mean, and you sort of could tell. You sort of could tell as you got to 28-30 that things are taking a little bit longer to kill, and you got to be, you get 200, you're done. Where's Shadow Meld? Where's Faint?
Funny about that. There's no option like that.
So that's basically it at me at the moment.
Which race did you go?
I jump in and do my dailies on my main. I'll jump on my thingo, maybe jump on my green. So. Yeah.
Still, getting level 28 for someone that doesn't normally play priest, that's still pretty good.
That's good. That's not bad. What race did you go, Azzy?
Human.
Human? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, still, you gave it a go. You gave it a go. So thank you. That's, we got you out of your hunter mode for a moment to come over and do a priest. So thank you. So,
So when is the hunter competition next time?
You're all in. You're all in if it's Hunter, huh?
All in.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. So thank you, Azzy. Thank you for all of that and for some really good tips there. So I think as a challenge player, that even if you're not playing Hunter, there is, some really good information for any, like, whatever you're doing. So thank you for all that, because it's good to have revisions and to remind us of that. But the Hunter, the macro for the bandage, I keep forgetting about that. Absolutely. That's a really good one.
I was going to ask a question. My if I had like my bank alt learn tailoring and make bandages and put on my AH, could I buy them, or would that be against the rules?
No, Razzie.
I don't know if you can buy your own auctions.
No. You can't.
Number one.
That's helping yourself from an outside source. So no.
Yeah, well, I mean, rule rise, but
But I also do think that there is that something built in for auction house to not buy your own. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The same as
it may have changed.
Like guild charters, you can't sign a guild charter with a different tune on the same account. Yeah. Yeah, Fair says you definitely can't buy your own auction. So.
But that macro might come in handy if we get first aid back in Classic.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind, guys.
I do. One more question. I forgot. Absolutely forgot to ask Azzy. Can we change specs?
Nope. No. You gotta stick with what you got.
What? That's not the answer I wanted, Azzy. That's not the answer. You're supposed to be
if you have to, you can. You can if you have to.
You're supposed to be our Azzy, the spec changing specialist. Oh, that's an interesting one.
Azzy doesn't want to change spec if he wants his spirit.
My job's done. I didn't need to tell anyone. I think.
Nice.
I made. Well, not that I had to reserve a name for Classic, because having a Draenei Shaman as your main, it's a little bit difficult to create a character for Classic.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, just a tad. Alrighty, well thank you, Azzy, for that. Nisey, how's your week been?
It's been a week. Swords and I have had just tough weeks. So we didn't do Iron Teams this week. We took the week off. The world made us take the week off, so it was probably worked out better that way. So we're still alive, but we gave them a vacation. Got some bloods leveled as usual. World lag is becoming an interesting foe. It's been acting up at odd times where I'm fine, and then I'm like, oh, is this me? My latency's perfect, it's in the 30s, and then other people out in the world will be like, oh my word, this lag, and I'm like, oh, okay, so it's not me, it's game side. And so having that druid out in BFA has been really scary. There's been times where I've stopped playing altogether and just logged out, and then there's other times where I'm like on a time crunch to get it ready for stream night, and I'm trying to push through, and it's one cast and I have to let it finish before I can hit another cast. Because if I try to, usually when global cooldown's up, even if you're not done finishing the cast, you can hit it again and it'll be getting ready to do it for you. You can't do that when the world lag's acting up, because then all of a sudden I will just freeze up and I'm like, what's going on? And it's just hanging there, and my character's casting, but the cast bar is not there. The spell hasn't gone off. I've got stuff lit up. I'm like, oh no. And I'm like, no, not at 111. Please, no.
Yeah.
And, so then mysteriously after 2 hours of fighting it, and, I got 15% of a level in 2.5 to 3 hours. It was so bad. And I'm like, no. And it just like that, it cleared up. And I was able to cast, and I, advanced a lot quicker in the next 2 hours. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Game side, or was it your net side?
It was game side.
It was definitely game side. Okay.
Yeah, 100%. And so that was a very, very scary level towards the end, and I was just like, no, please
Yeah.
no. And you know, because I'm on a druid, so I don't have a lot of outs on her. I'm running
Yeah.
balance. I don't have a pet to take the hit if it DCs me. I
Yeah.
also got cross-realmed twice within an hour, and it acted sort of like the same as
Oh.
the world lag at one point, and I'm just like, what? No. And then a hostile that I had just killed showed up right next to me, and I'm like, oh, hi.
Oh.
So I'm like, right, so that was a cross-realm.
Mm.
But I mean, the good thing is that my path through BFA doesn't have many hostiles in it. There's maybe 5,
Okay.
maybe 10 at the most, but they're really spread out because my
Mm.
path's really big. But if I'm already in combat with like a neutral, it doesn't matter. If I'm in combat,
Yeah.
then I'm in combat, and if I get lagged out, then it's done.
Yeah.
Basically, because balance is very fragile, and you can do a bit of damage, but if you don't keep hitting regrowth, you're not going to get very far, and regrowth's not that good. So
Okay.
I mean, it serves its purpose, but I've had to spam it a few times where I've gotten anything out of it, because as soon as I hit it, the heal that it gave me was gone with the mob damage, and I'm like, jeez. So it's been intense. The paladin and Ret was much easier taking through BFA, I gotta say.
Okay.
It was also a little bit faster. Pally was averaging maybe 8 to 10 hours a level.
Mm-hmm.
Demon Hunter was a little bit longer because she was in tank spec. Honestly, so far the balanced druid feels like the Demon Hunter in time so
Okay.
far. Last level, from 110 to 111, it took me 493 kills. So kills are starting to rack up now, because 111 to 112 took me 791. So
Nice.
that wasn't with too many other people, you know, hitting the mobs, because I did have that a couple times where people are like, "Oh, you're killing something. Let me help you," and I'm like, "No."
No.
And I'm just
No.
cringing. I'm like, "Go away, go away, go away."
You're like,
And,
leave
you know,
me alone. Don't take my
I
XP.
yeah, pretty much. I appreciate that they're trying to be nice, and I love that aspect. But I'm like, you just cost me 600 experience points on that one mob. Please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't. I've been out here for hours. Please stop.
Yeah.
So you know, it's you know, they only did it a couple times. I was like, shoot, and you know, so it's a thing, and I was on the fence whether I was going to do a contest character, because I'm already running 1 iron, and that's stressful enough for me because I'm not used to questing all that much anymore, and you know, it's like pins and needles and eggshells when I'm on my normal iron right now. You okay, Azzy?
You're right, Azzy.
Did we lose Azzy?
Sorry.
It's okay.
Had a moment.
Okay. Hello.
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 And you know, so it's like, do I want to do the contest? Do I not want to do the contest? I was thinking maybe I won't, and then I started feeling bad for not doing it. I'm like, well, let me just try once. You know, we'll see how it goes. I'm not gonna have that much time for it, so I'm focusing on the Bloods. Well, my character is still alive somehow. I don't know.
Yay.
I last touched her, I was at level 37. I think I was on stream last night, I hit 36,
Nice.
and then later I went back and I got to 37, wrapped up Dark Shore for as much as I'm willing to do personally. Because there's, you know, the scaling helps, because, you know, like as you said, if there's a quest that you really don't like, or it's too risky, or, you know, depending on the class, you know, I'd hit that with a hunter, but I'm not going to touch it on a priest. I'm not. It just hits too hard. So there's a lot of quests where I'll go up to and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm out. So I've been bouncing around a lot. So I just moved her over to Western Plague, and I'm going to do a little bit over there before I head over to Feralis, if I'm still alive.
Okay.
So I mean, that's been going okay. So I'm at 37.
Nice.
And you know, we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm still far away from the front runners, but you know, anything can happen. We still have a week to go.
Anything will happen, and we'll talk about that in a sec as to how the contest is going. So but yeah, so thank you. BFA is very scary. I would totally understand that. Where have you got your druid?
For Alliance, I'm in Tierregard Sound. I am over by Fox Hollow Woods. It's just over the bridge past. What is it? There's like
so
a
lot
little
of yellow.
town there, begins with an A. yeah,
Yep.
there's a lot of yellow mobs. There's foxes and stags and stuff. The stags don't hit too bad. The foxes don't hit too bad. But, you know, you gotta watch what you're casting because
Mm.
if you hit something that likes to hit multiple mobs, you're gonna have friends because they're
Yeah.
packed a little bit tight. But,
Mm.
you know, it's not so bad. I mean, it's a lot of yellow. So I felt safer there
Yeah.
than going someplace else.
And
And I
like
could
you
get there
said-
on foot. So I didn't have to worry about needing flying to get there or
Exactly.
anything.
Exactly. And plus, like you said, if the game is being a little bit touchy with lag or something like that, you're not surrounded by red mobs. You're surrounded by yellow. So at least if you haven't cast something and you DC or it hiccups, yeah. you've got the, you know, the chance of, well, you're
Yeah.
fine. You're fine
Yeah,
because of that.
I've got
so,
that, you know, fingers crossed that the cast didn't actually go off before, you know, the lag kicks in and decides to do something stupid.
Yeah.
But, you know, so far it's been okay. I know where the red mobs are positioned and they
Well,
don't
that's
control very
good.
far. So, you know,
Yeah.
I try to make sure I'm not standing right next to them at any one given time.
Okay. Well, that's good, and congratulations, 37 on the priest is
Thanks.
well done. Well done indeed. All right. Well, let's see what I have had a week myself. So, yes, I did start a contest tune. I chose an undead priest, which is fantastic. There was no way I wasn't going to do an undead priest. It was kind of like, but the problem is you log into that tune and I kept thinking, where's my voidie? Every single time I need to do something. She's built just like Leeta. I don't know. I have this look. You know when you make a tune and you've got to use that face, you've got to use that hairstyle and that color, and it's just one of those things. So she looks exactly like my Leeta undead warlocks, and of course I'm log in, and it was a couple of days I logged in and I was like, where's Voidy? Why is this? Oh,
no.
You're on a priest. I was like, you're not playing a warlock, you're playing a priest. So
I could get you into trouble.
yeah, so I do have to, you know, when I sit down and I log into her and I look and go, priest, remember, you're on the priest. So yeah, but she hit 29 yesterday, so really happy with how she's going. And I tell you what, it's been an interesting journey as a priest. As I forgot, iron as a priest. Yeah, the contest certainly has been a challenge. So but we'll talk about that in a minute. I did get some bloodthirsties done. My human warlock hit 25, which was fantastic because I had 2 DCs. I've not had a DC in like forever. I had 2 yesterday. I think it was yesterday.
My.
2. Thank God she was in the middle between yellow mobs or in between red mobs. So I came back and I was okay, but there was one that I seriously was like, I think, because you know when you remember you hit something but you must have DC'd before you've actually hit it.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I was
I've
thinking,
had that happen before. Yeah, it's
thinking-
like I've committed myself that as soon as I got the game loaded up again, it's like I know I'm coming back to a dead character. I've already accepted it, and then I hit load and I'm still standing there like, where have you been? And I'm like, oh, thank God it didn't actually go off before I DC'd.
yeah. So thank goodness for small mercies, because I reckon that first DC, if it had a gone through where I had hit that mob, I would have been dead. So anyway, she hit 25. I did play the Night Elf Priest also yesterday. She hit 44. And again, I tell you what, as I'm running exactly the same spec as the Iron, but as a bloodthirsty, you can just tear through, because those green gears, oh yeah, baby, they are very sweet, and I can, you know, tear through the rares easy. Whereas on the Iron, I was taking down rares even at 25, but it was still a little bit like,
Really
It's a
risky.
HP. Yeah, it's a HP that the greens give you, I think.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
on a green man, whereas you're probably less with a green man, you probably double the mob's HP. So
yeah. Green
yeah,
is
without
green is
the
good.
green gear, and then looking at that rare's experience, and I'm like, that has almost more than double of my health. No, I'm gonna walk away. It hurts, but I'll walk.
Well, even as a blood with what I've got on, so say you can go to say Western Plaguelands and what is it? The worm in the lake. You know, that wormy snaky thing in the lake. He's normally got hit points that are quite high. Like on an iron, there is no way I would even touch that. But as a blood, even if it's got quite a bit of hit points above the blood, I don't have an issue at all. But on an iron, I wouldn't take it because it probably have hit points from memory about maybe 4 times, maybe 5 times what an iron's has. Yeah, because it's like really high, and it's even high on blood. If I go over there as a blood, the bloodthirsty hit points, which is quite high with the green gear, the snaky wormy dude is normally higher anyway, but not double, not quite double.
Beast that's tameable for hunters? Is that why he's got so many hit points?
Don't know. I know he's not pretty looking. I don't know if you could tame it. I might have a look at that next time I run the bloodthirsty hunter across there. I just like it because you get to kill. It's like any rare, and as Chris in the chat room would atone. There's been times when I've said, "Hey, such and such is up because I'm on my bloodthirsty, my big hunter." She's like, "I'm at work," and I'm like, okay. Well, I was gonna, give it to you to tame. I'll go kill it for the XP then." So yeah, like Gondria and Zeldrak. Yeah. Sorry, I have not been over there to even see if Gondria's up. So we need to check on that. But XP is the thing. So when you're on a bloodthirsty, you want, it doesn't matter how you get the XP, you just want that XP. So yeah, so I was happy the priest hit 44 last night. And then I did play some pacifists this week. So my little baby Passy hit level 33. So she's going really well on the Tauren Druid. I'm just running up and down Durotar. And doing the dailies. That's it. She's hasn't ventured very far, so we're staying there. Damn those scorpids, I tell you. Yeah, they're little padding little bastards, I tell you. Because just when you think you've got the pat, and then turn around and it's like sneaking up behind you, you're like, "I see you, you little scorpid. You're trying to get me." So that's going good. And then my big passy, my night elf rogue, hit 86.
Very nice.
I don't even like ghost iron ore is the shiz. It's just that's what I like. Just round and round, half hill, heartlands. Valley,
I give it to you and Chris
over there.
and Fair. They can handle Panda Land on your pacifist. I went out there once. I tried to pick some stuff. What I could get to gave me yucky XP, and I'm like, yeah, no. And then the other time I was like, oh, or I can get that. Just as I hit the ground to pick it up, a flock of wolves phased in and decided to try to eat my face. And I was like, no, I'm on a priest. I have nothing. So I'm like naked in the breeze on a priest pacifist. So I was just running and I'm like, don't eat me. And then I'm like, okay, I'm done with Pandaria. I'm going back to vanilla. Thank you.
Yeah, so it's very good. Tea leaves, yeah, I think green tea leaves is still giving 190 XP.
Yeah, that was all I could find when I was out there, and then I was just like, you know what, I'll just go and try to find some dig sites. Like
the other one, I can't think. There's another one that gives the same level as what the Ghost Iron. I think I'm getting 2,600 for,
that's not bad.
which is good. But the interesting thing is, like, the Stormwind dailies, so the normal dailies for fishing and cooking, are giving me like 13,000,
Yeah.
which is fantastic. I went back to Dalaran a couple of days ago to do, because I thought, well, I'm over here, let me go and see what Marcia's got for me, you know. And she's like, oh, I'm going to give you Disarmed. Go do Disarmed, because, you know, I'm not going to give you Terror Fish. So I went to do Disarmed, and I got, like, not even, it was 900.
Yeah, the Darlaran.
It wasn't even half.
Quick.
Wasn't even half. And then I did the, you know, go pick up the 6 wine glasses and the cheese, and I think that was just over 1,000. And I was like, yeah, no, let's not, let's not waste it.
The time.
Not worth it. So, yeah, Marcia can go take a terror fish and jump in the winter grass lake, as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, but anyway, we're going well. We're getting there. Nobody died this week, for me. So yay. Alrighty, now let me see if this is gonna play. Let me see if the chat room. They said they could hear this. So I was gonna do my own version, because last week it didn't play, and in the edit,
It was a nightmare.
I just went, you know what, stuff it, I'm not putting that. So let me see if this plays. If it doesn't play, just letting you know, I'm not gonna edit it in, because it's a pain in the neck to edit stuff in like this. So let's see.
Breaking down news from the world of Warcraft.
See, we can
I
hear
heard
it.
it.
Did the chat room hear it? So if they're like, yeah, no, then I'm going to be like, oh, I don't know why it's gone. Heard it. Yes.
Woo!
Yes. Okay. So I don't know what worked to get that to play. If I can just figure that out for the intro and outro, we will see. Okay. So, contest. We are a week in for our WoW Challenges Power Word Classic contest. So, I just wanted to go over a couple of things. So, first off, we have got currently 100. Oh, we've got 112 tunes that have registered. So, thank you. At the moment. So looking at our top, let's look at our top 5. So we've got all up on the website, you can go check it out. So at number 5 we have got Barry Manilow, who is a human priest at 37. At number 4 is Soulcast. Nisey's at number 4, dwarf priest. Renewer
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry if I butchered it. 48, we've got, they're a dwarf priest. We've got 2 mold at 59 as a troll priest. And we've got Sekar at 63 as a human priest. 63, guys. Wow. Awesome.
Yeah, no, I believe 2 mold is 2 shanks.
Oh, nice.
I believe that's who that is.
Alrighty. So hang on. I've got looking at the stats. Hang on. I need some coffee. My throat is going dry. So excuse me for 2 secs. Oh, that's better. Alright. So looking at our stats. And it always fascinates me looking at the stats. So we've got 112 tunes that have been created. This is really, really surprising me. Alive,
Yeah.
50.89% are
That's
alive.
Quite a large amount of live tunes, I think.
That's basically half alive, half are dead. We're a week in, guys. This is a week in. I'm like, oh my lordy. All right, so out of that we have got, and this really intrigued me, because with the races as to, you know, who was going to roll what, but we have had 42 human priests rolled, which is leading by quite a bit. Dwarf is second at 26. Then undead at 24 and troll at 20. Now, out of those 42 human priests that were rolled, at the moment 23 of them are alive. Out of the troll ones, there was 20 rolled. 4 of the trolls are alive. So you can pop over to the WoWchallenges.com website. You can have a look at the stats yourself. It just really intriguing what people have gone. I honestly thought human was not going to be as high up in, you know, how many people are rolling. So
I
again,
was surprised by that too. I kind of figured, you know, troll
Interesting.
might actually be higher because of their racial, but surprised.
troll's the lowest.
Yeah, I was
Again?
really, really surprised by that.
Interesting. So yeah, so everyone who's doing the contest, again, thank you. Don't forget, the first place is a virtual ticket for BlizzCon 2019. We know it's not released, we know all of that. However, due to the restrictions Blizzard has put on these kind of things to do as prizes, we need to be able to set things up so we can give you the prize, basically.
Yeah.
So then we can hand you over the prize, because Blizzard changed things on us a while ago, and yeah, we can't just go, here's a code, have that. Anyway, thanks,
It was
Blizz.
very unexpected.
Thanks,
but,
Blizz.
you know,
Appreciate that.
At least this way we can still do it. So.
So don't forget, pop on over and check out all the details there, as well as registering. If you haven't given it a go, come on over and give it a go. And as I said, there's still a week to go, so anything could happen. Alrighty. Now, a couple of other things I just wanted to touch on. We've got WoW Classic is what, in 9 days time?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's like
Quickly approaching.
it's quickly approaching. So for those of you that are going to be doing WoW Classic, and again, at this stage, we don't know if the API, if we're getting the API access. If we are, excellent. We'll definitely be doing the, you're right, Azzy. We'll definitely be doing the challenge running Ironman. However, we have created tunes on, for the US, it's Bloodsail Buccaneers realm. And for EU, it is Hydraxian Waterlords. That's where we're going to be running the guilds. There will be Horde and Alliance guilds for both, so on that realm. Okay, so we're going to have both factions catered for. Now, anyone on EU that wants to get in contact with Awesome Trousers, let him know, if, because he's limited, he's our only EU person. I don't have an EU account, so I can't go over there to help or anything like that. But for you guys that are there and that want to help out, there will be more information. We'll have more information in Discord as well as next week as to how things are going to be run. But just for now, if you're looking at creating, you want to have a challenge tune, or you want to help when it goes live to get the guilds going again, because again, we need 10 signatures. We're back to the original purchasing 10 silver, 10 signatures, all of that kind of thing. So we can't cheat it by using multiple tunes on one account. They've got to be unique, so different accounts to be able to do that. So yeah, but we'll talk about it more next week as well. So just giving you the heads up, that's where we will be definitely having a guilds over on that one. Okay.
Yeah, it's probably going to take a couple days to get the guilds fully up and running, because again, need that to get the 10 silver to buy the charter to begin with. And I think the person that purchases the charter counts as a signature. So then you'll need 9 more.
Yeah.
From what I was seeing when I was looking at it.
Yeah. So, you know, it's gonna be a bit of a slog. It probably will be easier to get, because I'm quite happy to start leveling a turn and giving whatever copper, silver I've got towards, you know, to get the guild created. The big thing would be the tabard, because I think the tabard was a couple of gold, 10 gold, something ridiculous. So a tabard is something that it's not a necessity straight up. It will come. It might take months to get that kind of money, because again, we're going back to old school, so that money is not going to be free flowing like we are so used to currently. So it's going to be a bit more of a scrounge, but you know, as I said, we'll talk about it a bit more next week, but that's the base plans. That's the base plans, and we're excited for where that will go. 10 gold for the tabard. Thank you. I couldn't remember exactly what it was. Now, the other thing we wanted to just quickly touch on was, even though it's past, yesterday was the free t-shirt day. And it was a new micro holiday event. So we just wanted to make sure that you guys remember that the shirts are a green or a blue quality. So best to avoid that kind of thing. So it'll happen again next year. It's only a once a year thing. But avoid, so green man bloods are okay because you have got green gear. However, you know, if you don't want to take any chances, just avoid it. It's one of those things you can easily do on a level 1 or your main or whichever, like your normal main. It was fun. It was interesting. But yeah, for a challenge tune, definitely irons, you know, passies, that kind of things. Definitely stay away. Stay away.
Yeah, it was easy to avoid too. I mean, you didn't have to pick up the sparkly on the ground, just, you know, walk away.
Exactly. All right, let's get on to the state of the challenges. So, Azzy, irons, do you want to hit us with the irons, please?
Okay. If I fail halfway through it, my data's running out.
Okay.
Okay. Number 10 is Iron Brittle at 49. Takal dead at 54. LeBron dead at 55. Kobe dead at 55. Oh dear. 2 Mauled at 58. Lucy Hunter at 58. Iron Valduo at 62. Sika at 63. 8-9 at 90, and some scrub at 115. You know. Oh, imposter. You know. I said this earlier once. I said we should have a competition where I'll roll a rogue and he rolls a hunter.
Oh my.
Shots fired. Nice. All right. How's your scrub as a term of endearment, right? Yeah, it is too in many aspects. Stir, agreed. How's your data? Do you want to go early, Azzy? Do you want? Will we do?
It's all right. You got my pun to cut, so that's
okay.
Gold. That's what.
Okay. All right. Well, if you've got to drop off, then that's fine. Just tell me, and it's all good. We'll sort it. Okay, Bloods. Let's go, Nisey. Your turn.
Okay, so Bloods, number 10, Renewed Soul at 42. Number 9, Lockzorts, at 42. Number 8, Drunken Grind at 42. Number 7, Blood Leeta at 44. Number 6, Soulfist at 64. Number 5, Zayabara at 65. Number 4, Blood Zorts at 71. Number 3, Soul Snuffer at 83. Number 2, Soul Stoned at 93, and number 1, Soulful Paw at 112.
I was gonna say, don't take those level off yourself. You've earned them really well.
Level again.
Yes, well done, Bloods. Look at that, didn't lose any Bloods this week. Yay, go Bloods.
Oh.
All right, passies. Azzy, who we got?
Number 10, Varela at 59. Caleonia, 63 dead. Oh, that's a hurt. That's a pacifist.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't be passive after that, would you?
No.
Kill
No.
something.
Exactly.
Passive 12, 67, 5 Piggledy, 68, Magnanimity, 72, but red flag, 15 kills. That's not nice.
Don't know what happened, but something happened and they've got 15 kills. Yep, red flagged.
Passy Leeta, 86.
Yes.
Pacifist, 86.
Chris! Go Chris!
Zaya Passy, 87. Fair Flora, 89. And oh my god, Terminator, 1110.
See,
Good job.
I put in translations. Aren't I
Stone
nice?
Looking.
If it was
Stone would-
Stone, there would no way. He'd be like, and you know, he'd be like, or he'd remove it. I'd put it in and I'd be like, don't you touch my translation. Sure enough, he'd have deleted it by the time that I got there, and I'd be like, I see you, I see what you did, Stone. Oh, anyway. Tins. Okay, go for it, Nisey.
All right. So 10, we have Irgalad. I don't know. 19. Number 9, Za. 19. 8, Gren Heller at 21. 7, guys, Carastus
Sure.
at 22. 6, Mord at 22. 5, Phonics at 28. 4, Kiwi at 30.
Ow.
3, Agroter at 31. Oh,
Mhm.
goodness. Number 2, Drunken Dude, 38. Thank you. A name I can pronounce.
Nice
Number
name.
1,
Good name.
Cammy at 44.
Nice. Alrighty, greens. Azzy, go for it.
Number 10, Will Green, dead at 30. 9, Jabhoz Arkham,
Mhm.
33 dead. Mutz, red flagged at 35. Gear equipped too high, might be blue or something.
Yep.
And that's what I found, and I did notice with my iron is that, you know, the upgrades to the
Mhm.
you know, to blue or a purple, and I've looked at. I said I've almost equipped a blue. It's easy done. So it's
Easy
be careful
done.
out there, people.
Yep. Absolutely.
Drunken Shift, 42. Zoya Gomel, 71. Phil Lani, 72. Red flag. Gear has an enchant.
Mhm.
Fargris, 75. Jan Green, 77. Ferrashami, 84. Ferro a day, 100. Good job.
Nice. Yeah. Green's been a bit rough week for the greens. All right, working man. We didn't have a full 10 this week, so I think other people are, maybe playing some priesty somewhere else. So maybe.
All right, working man. Number 8, Kathleen at 11. Number 7, Drunken Work at 24. Number 6, Hurricane at 26. Number 5, Working Dream at 30. Number 4, Work is the Poop, 32. Number 3, Effortless at 36. Number 2, Ferris Stella at 41. And number 1, Working for 64, but R.I.P.
Absolutely. Alrighty, so looking at the teams, we have got Iron Teams at number 2 this week. Shannon Torex hit 42. And the number 1 team is Light and Lightning at 63. So well done for the teams. Blood teams, we have got Taco and 5 have been busy. So number 2 is Injure Face, hit 33. And the number 1 is Grade D but edible at 38. 38? 38. Oh yeah, that's right, because they're iron. Is it 38? I thought they had a higher team.
They do. It's a different one.
Oh, okay, that's all right. Because I was
like 3 blood teams.
Okay. Because I was watching them streaming, and I'm like going, they're in Zoldrak, and I'm thinking at 38, you're not at Zoldrak.
I think they have like
Yeah.
5-finger taco face punch or something.
That's
at, like,
it.
level 70.
That's it. Thank you. I was getting confused because I'm like, I know I saw them.
No, they got another one.
They hadn't leveled.
That's it. Five-finger death taco.
Thank you. That's all right. But still, well done. 5 and taco on that. And the green team for this week is mismatched. Hit 45. So well done. Obviously, it's been a very rough week looking at all of those RIPs as well as the red flags. Red flags, guys. So you've got to be so careful. So yeah, but commiserations for all of those that we lost, and good luck on this week's challenges with your tunes. Okay, let's do this one.
This just in. It's Chit Chat.
Yay, hopefully we heard that. And, okay. Now, doing it live. Bring it to you live, people. Azzy, are you right? What are you doing?
I'm not just adjusting my headset.
Okay. So we have got, as we like to always start this section of, and we have got the privilege of having Azzy do this live, another one. So Azzy, I have no idea what your pun is. We have got no idea. So please hit us with it. Here we go.
Did you hear about the magician? Sorry, I'll try again. Did you hear about the mathematician who's afraid of negative numbers? He'll stop at nothing to avoid them. Gold.
Took me a minute.
That is cute. That is cute. I don't mind that one. God, not quite sure if it's quite gold though, Azzy, but it's a cute one. You've done well today. You've done well. Have you got
I've got another one.
You've got another one?
I prepared one earlier.
Okay. All right.
Helvetica and Times New Roman walk into a bar. Get out of here, shouts the bartender. We don't serve your type.
Right.
Fonts. They're
Fonts. Type of fonts.
Yeah.
I got it.
Hang on.
You're better than this.
I should get a bumper.
Yep. I've told you. You want a bumper? You make me a bumper, and I'll play your bumper.
How do you make one?
Jeez. Talk to me later. Hang on. I've got to throw this one in here. Here.
Sorry.
There we go. That's from Stone. Okay. All right. Okay. So next one, we have got some questions. So Nisey, what have we got from Ice Boy, please?
Okay, so this, I believe, came in from Discord, and they were asking, can I send mount equipment from my main to my Iron Challenger? That would be a no. That counts as sending help to your Challenger. If your Challenger earned it through being high enough when it was sent out, awesome, no problem there. You find it on Auction House and can afford it on the Challenger, no problem there. But no sending in to the Challenger.
Send out as much as you want from a challenge tune to another bank alt, or that's fine. But yeah, no sending in. All right. Okay, Azzy, what have we got from Envy, please?
From just that on the mount thing, I actually on the Wormist, the water walking one's about 5k.
No,
So if you
that's
can
come
afford
down.
5k,
Yeah.
but I think if you can fly, get the one that gives you a parachute. I'm not sure how much they are.
Okay.
From Envy, are you allowed to use heirloom mount on Ironman? You certainly can, and recommended.
Absolutely. Alrighty. Now we did have an issue, Nisey. I'll leave this one for you to explain. But we did have an issue with a team Was it a team or just a solo? Yeah.
It was a solo. So we did have an issue come in where someone was having trouble adding their solo challenger, and it said it kept coming up character not found. So we have a small list of troubleshooting items that we'll go over with you guys if you can't get your character up on the site. Sometimes it just comes down to the API being slow, and there's nothing we can do about it. We just have to wait for it to kick over and refresh on Blizzard's end. It's out of our hands. However, this particular item was something that we could deal with, and it'll be better dealt with in the coming month or so. But for right now, if you have a server name that has an apostrophe S in it, take out the apostrophe S. Take out the apostrophe, excuse me, leave the S, and then do a dash, because Lightning's Blade is spelled with an apostrophe S space and then the name. If it won't take your server name, take out the apostrophe, mush the S against the G, and then throw a dash in there instead of a space, and then do Blade, and then try it, and it should take it. If you've tried everything and still can't get it to take it, you know, you can talk to us. We can try to look at some stuff on our end, maybe give you some ideas you didn't try. If, you know, if it still won't add it, it's probably the API side, in which case we just have to wait a couple hours, sometimes a couple days. Sometimes the EU side's a little bit slower to update than the NA side. So just a heads up.
Absolutely. I mean, there's these things will be changing in the upcoming, so we will be getting whole new stuffs. That's all I'm saying. That will be coming soon. TM.
Yeah, it won't be an issue soon,
so
but,
that
you know.
all that stuff is going to be made a lot more easier, but yeah, for the moment, if you can't figure it out, definitely let us know, and you know, the mods will run you through the usual stuff. But that is just a simple fix that might save you, you know, hours of hassle. So just keep an eye on that. Also, I wanted to mention, Grand Angus in the chat room did mention, make mention of watch for gear that you buy on the auction house. Sometimes it might have an enchant on it, and if that's got an enchant on it, you equip it, you've just flagged your tune. Okay, so be very, very, very careful if you're buying stuff, especially gear or weapons, you know, clothing or weapons off the auction house for your tunes, especially if you're running Bloodthirsties or Green Man. Yeah, so that's a good one to do. Azzy, do you have another pun before we wrap things up?
Oh, yeah. Well, it wasn't planned, but I told Leeta a WoW pun in her stream, and I've amended it a little bit. What do you call a spa full of resto druids and holy paladins?
What?
A hot tub with bubbles.
See, that's cute. That's cute. I do like cute. So, you know, that's a nice one to finish off with the WoW theme. So thank you, Azzy. All right. So, oh, geez, you know what I've not done, Nisey?
Yeah, I just saw that was what the look of panic was on my face a second ago. I was like, oh no. It's okay, I've got it.
Look, if have you got it? Okay, I was gonna say,
got it.
if there is at least I forget one thing every single week, then you know it wouldn't be a show without me screwing something up. So that's okay, it's all good. But if you've got that, so we're just going to go through and say our thank you. So go for it, please, Nisey.
Yes. So we'd like to thank all of the Iron Elite. You guys help us out more than you can possibly understand. It helps keep the lights on, the show going, and keeping the server running. And we thank you all from the bottom of our hearts. We can't do this without you. So we would like to thank here we go. I'm going to butcher names again. Sorry. We have Alandreas, Asylin, got it right this time.
Oh my god.
Chupa, Crash Landing 99, Dave DeHunter, Dino, Execute, LB, Fair, Five Iron, Frasley Sparkspan, Gaztin, Grand Nagus, Grim, Introvert Genius, Chris W, Layla, Lisanne, Mrs. Rock Guru, Never Died, O Canada, Onyx Hammer, Rude De Bruin, Stir, Stone, Swing Cat, Thelani, Tiber, aka Tiber, Toasty, Tuli Bardine, Turwinkle, Two Frog, Alminia, Unamathil, Winima, Zaya, and Zorts. Thank you guys so much.
Absolutely. Thank you guys greatly. Now, if there has been any updates, I have not checked that. I will check that in the next couple of days. But again, just huge thank yous. Everything goes towards paying for the server. So, you know, there is nothing, everything else that comes from us, prizes, the contest stuff that comes from personal. So we don't use any of that money at this time to go towards anything other than running the server. So again, guys, thank you. Whatever you can do, we do greatly appreciate it. Now, from me and from Stir, I have to say a big thank you to our wonderful mods, because without you guys, well, life would be far too crazy if I didn't have you guys. So, Awesome Trousers, Boz, Fair, Chris, Nisey, Zaya, and Zorts. Thank you very much from Stir and my hearts for everything that you do for us. So thank you for that. And then I think I have to say this from everyone, a huge big thank you to Alminia. So he is our coding god. He is the god of many things, WordPress being one of them. So I just have to say huge shout out to Alminia for everything he's done with the contests and all of the little problems and the little issues that pop up, if not daily, during the week. So again, Alminia, thank you for all you do. We do appreciate that. For the chat room, guys, thank you for hanging out with us and listening to Azzy's puns. I was going to say not so gold puns, but I thought thank you to the chat room. We do appreciate everyone coming to hang out with us, so thank you for that. Now, don't forget, next week we have got a show next week. It will be Saturday, August 24th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Guess what? Next week will be the 4th year anniversary show. Oh my lordy. 4 years,
4
guys.
years already. Oh my goodness.
What
Doesn't
the
feel
hell?
like
I know, right? It's crazy.
Very crazy.
So yeah, I have got some guests, but yeah, we'll be talking to a couple people next week. So, and hopefully we might have a surprise voice. We will see. Other than that, Azzy, again, thank you for joining us today and having a chat and you know, giving us some great tips and tricks and information, as you always do. So if you can tell everyone where they can find you or get in contact with you, please.
If you want to get in contact with me and to say how awesome my jokes are, it's on only just Twitter at Asylum, ASYLUUN.
Yep, definitely get in contact and tell him how awesome his jokes are. I love it. That's a good one. All right, and don't forget where you can find us is wowchallenges.com for the website. This is where you will find all the information for Discord, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube channels. Everything is over there. If you want to listen to the show, don't forget you can download the episode on Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, and Stitcher Radio. If you want to contact the show, please send an email to podcast@wowchallenges.com. Nisey, where can we find you?
Okay, so you can find me in the WoW Challenges Discord, just Nisey over there. I'm one of the chat mods. And you can find me on Twitch at NiseyBGN and also on Twitter at NiseyBGN.
Nice. Thank you. All right, and don't forget, you can find me. I am on Twitter at Leeta Wow, at LEETAWOW, as well as check out Behind the Avatar and Adventures in Azeroth for some other shows. Before we do the thank yous, again, I just have to say to both of you guys, thanks for hanging out with me this week. I do appreciate it. Nisey and Azzy, so thank you for that. Other than that, Nisey, say the thank yous.
So we would like to give a big thank you to Mark Conan on our intro that everybody just loves. It's our iconic start of the show. It gets everybody pumped up and ready. So we really appreciate it. We really love it. And thank you so much to Mark Conan. And if you would also like to get in contact with Mark Conan, you can find him on Twitter at MarkConanWow. Now we also want to thank Epic Insanity for our lovely outro. You know, we love Epic so much, and we thank him so much for helping us out with that. And if you want to get in contact with Epic, you can find him on Twitter, and he is at Epic Insanity, and he's also part of the Frozen Nerds and BlizzCon podcasts.
Yes. And don't forget, it's at Epic_Insanity for Twitter. It's one of those weird ones. Other than that, guys, good luck with the priest contest. We still have got a week to go.
Yes, we do.
So looking forward to seeing how things are going to play out. My goal is to stay alive. That would be awesome, but you know,
that's a good goal to have.
Yeah, we will see. Priest, it's definitely
They're
been
fragile.
a challenge. Absolutely. So good luck for that. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. And Azzy, thank you for your puns. Do appreciate it. Other than that, say goodbye, everyone, and we will catch you again next week.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
The WoW Challenges podcast is a World of Warcraft gaming podcast. Produced by Stone and Leeta, copyright 2019. Portions of this podcast belong entirely to Blizzard Entertainment. The music used for the show belongs to Kevin MacLeod, and you can find his great stuff at incomputech.com. No copyright infringement is intended.
Done. I'm gonna assume it's done. I can't hear it. Again, I've been trying to fix this issue. I can't hear it. I'm guessing. Okay. Azzy, over to you. Chat room. Show titles. What have we got?
What do we have? Because I really didn't get the chance to see if anybody threw anything.
I had a couple. I've got
Okay.
gold. Or boo, get off the stage.
Stir says my best friend is a scrub for a show title.
Yeah, that'll do.
Ah.
Just in time. 97% usage on my data.
Nice. Okay. All right. So you want that one? Zort says
yeah,
he
that's right.
likes. I like boo, get off the stage. But which one do you want?
Boo, get off the stage.
Okay. Boo, get off the stage. Alrighty. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. Lots wins. Alright, so say goodbye. I'm gonna cut the stream. So thank you. See you all next week. Bye.
Bye.